everyone. Welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in pop culture. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Today we're going to talk about why Netflix's Always Be My Maybe is a new rom-com to fall in love with, the reason Apple consumers are preparing eulogies for iTunes, and how 8 middle schoolers show the dictionary Who's Boss. Plus, singer-songwriter Tamika Tiny Harris joins the table to discuss her new music, but first...
Guys, National Rosé Day is coming up this Saturday, and there's no better way to kick it off than with some signature drinks from award-winning mixologist and cocktail expert Pam Withnitzer. Welcome back, Pam.
Hey! Lucas has already started drinking.
Yeah.
Can't help myself.
Pam.
You always make our morning and then our entire day.
That's what I try to do. Set the tone now so you're ready to go for later.
All right, so you're going to make us a drink. You mind if I join you?
Yeah, come on over. And while we're making a drink
So
over
good.
there, you guys are, I saw like you guys just going for
Yeah,
it
they
right
just
when you
went
sat
for it.
down.
Yeah.
This is so good.
It's so good. I always remember when Pam arrives, but I
Yeah.
never remember seeing her leave.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's very,
It
very
gets
weird.
so fuzzy. So just to go over that sangria, so I opened up a new bar called The Look Up here in New York City, and this is our rosé sangria that we serve by the pitcher on the roof. Wow. So it's really great. So we're using the Hampton Water Rosé. It's award-winning rosé by Jesse Bon Jovi, son of John Bon Jovi. And it's phenomenal because it's nice and dry and crisp. It goes with some Aperol, strawberry-infused brandy, a little bit of rosehip syrup, and lemon juice all together with some fresh fruit. So keep drinking. There's
I could
more.
have a whole picture to
Oh,
myself.
there's another
honestly.
picture?
Sounds amazing.
There could be. There's
wow.
just that picture for right
I love
now.
What are you
she
making
has
for
endless
me?
possibilities.
I love this song.
I love when you come up here because you're like, you're gonna put me out of a job, I swear. I'm not gonna be a
Let me
bartender
shake
anymore.
something.
So I know we've done such a great job of shaking. Thank you
Oh.
all those times, but today we're blending.
Level up.
Level up. I think rosé has been such a huge craze, but you can also make a drink that's got a little more punch, and also accents a lot of great things about rosé. So today we're gonna kind of make a play on a margarita. You like agave-based drinks?
Love tequila, yes.
Yes. So we're gonna make a nice drink. We're gonna use a little bit of mezcal to bring a bit of smokiness into that. So this is Sombra. Comes from one of the most sustainable distilleries down in Mexico. So we're gonna put that into our blender.
That's amazing.
Don't worry, you're gonna.
Is that for 1 or 2?
That's me for 2, because
Okay.
we have some more guests coming on today.
Just checking.
All right, and then we're gonna use El Corlejo over here. We're gonna use 2 ounces of that into our blender as well. So we're gonna get a nice little kick out of that. And you might be saying, Pam, where's the rosé, right?
Yeah, where's the rosé, Pam?
We made a syrup.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
So
Like
we
watching
took the,
Michelangelo paint.
what is that,
It's
Lucas?
like watching Michelangelo paint. It really is.
Almost as close as that. We have the Madalena here, which comes from an incredible winery up in upstate California. It's nice, it's got beautiful color too, which will part into the drink. So we're gonna use a nice healthy pour of that. We're gonna use 1.5 ounces, and then fresh lime juice, because I'm not gonna let you have anything less than that. And what's a little pitcher fun without some fruit, right?
Yes.
So 'tis be the season. I know you guys ready for this?
Raspberry.
Some raspberries, right? Put that in there, heighten the pink.
Oh, I'm already in love with this drink.
Yeah. So what I would love you to help me with is, can we get some ice into here?
Yes. I can do that.
So you need a healthy amount of ice that's gonna come
Let me see
into the
my
pitcher.
hands.
Yeah. Sure, we all wash our hands beforehand.
I did. I really did, actually.
Yeah, and you're gonna really wanna add ice in there because it's gonna add dilution and also the frozen element in there. So
Gotcha.
that
Even
was
more?
A little bit more, and we're gonna be
Okay.
ready to go. All right, this gets loud, but
Okay.
guys, I think during the blending time, we need a little bit of a blending dance, right?
Oh,
So
okay, sure.
when I hit it, everyone's gonna go for it. Ready?
Yeah.
1,
Okay.
2, 3. I like this.
When we started dancing, they cut to a close-up of the blender. They were like, we really don't like our
Yeah, they're like, those are all off rhythm.
All right, and if you want, we have 2 really great glasses here. I can hold them if you'd like to pour.
Actually, yeah.
That's
Let's
where
do
your
that.
bartending skills come in. So
I want one of those!
and it's just really nice. And the fun thing is that you can always change it up. You can always change up the fruit. You can add a different citrus, the main spirit. But the really fun thing about rosé is it can be like really versatile in the drink. And if you don't think that's enough rosé,
Can you top it off?
You can just like top it off with a little extra on
Oh
top,
my
right?
gosh.
It's
You
just
are
like
spoiling us.
Whoa.
This is the things that make me cry.
Yeah.
This is why we
Like,
love
thank God
having
this
you
isn't a
here.
driving skill.
Yeah, so just a little bit more, just for some fun, and then some straws, because it's not gonna be a fun drink unless you have reusable, washable
hard plastic straws, right?
Woo!
So that's good for you.
Yes, it's taken on over.
Oh my god,
I
need to
can't
try
find the
that.
straw.
Wow, that looks.
That was beautiful. I
Wow,
can't wait
Pam,
to have
you're
this.
such an
This
artist.
one's for our guest when she comes out.
Really?
I think so.
No,
It's
I
gonna
have a
melt.
straw for you if
It's
you
totally
want.
gonna melt. I don't think our guest needs to drink.
Thank you, Pam. That was so
Of
much
course,
fun.
thank
Thank you, Pam.
And happy Rosé Day.
And to learn more about Pam and her cocktails, head to Twitter and follow @PamWithZnitzer for more information. Thanks, Pam.
Well, you guys, the Netflix film Always Be My Maybe is the latest rom-com everyone is talking about. The film stars Ali Wong and Randall Park as childhood sweethearts reconnecting after losing touch. I loved it! Did you guys watch it?
I did not.
You did not. I did. It's such an easy watch. It's just one of those sweet little Netflix movies, kind of like in the same vein as like Dumpling. You can watch if you go to the bathroom, you don't have to hit pause.
Oh yeah.
I love those types of movies.
Forgot about Dumpling.
Remember one day you were sad and I was like, just go home and watch Dumpling. And then
What
you
did I do?
texted me and it helped you, right?
Yeah, I just love feel-good movies. Like, and I was saying this to you guys the other day about TV shows too. It's nice to watch something that you know isn't Oscar-winning, that's
Yeah.
just good. It's easy.
No pretense.
Game of Thrones, that was hard for me. I was disappointed because it was at that high level. Sometimes let's just lower the stakes. Let's just chill out, watch something nice, easy. You know, that's
the
good.
beauty of a rom-com, though, and I'm so happy that we're getting more of them. There was like a couple of years where we didn't get any good ones, and now I feel like we get a new one every month.
Yeah, and this one is especially good. I feel like Ali Wong gets to like make out with all these hotties.
Yes.
My all-time favorite hottie being Keanu Reeves. Like I knew Keanu Reeves was gonna be in this film, but I did not realize that he was gonna play himself, and I did not realize that we were gonna get such a substantial like amount of Keanu, right? Like
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was just gonna be like a couple of like I thought maybe like 30 seconds. Like,
No,
he'd
no,
pop in and
Keanu
out.
like has some moments in
Oh,
there.
yeah, I think this movie deserves like an Oscar for best use of Keanu Reeves.
Right.
Like hands down, the way they play with like his persona, and he's like so philosophical and like poetic and deep, and they really use that in this film, and it's so perfect.
That's your guy.
Yeah. Also, smart of the movie to include Keanu because Twitter's so into Keanu
Yeah.
that like they've made so many viral moments from him.
Yeah.
I really like Ali Wong. I got to see her do stand-up live, and I think she's so
so
funny, and I'm so happy she's on the rise because of course we always talk about female comedians and promoting them more, and she's such a talent, and so it's so cool seeing her in a Netflix movie, especially a Netflix movie like with Asian representation,
Yeah.
and her as like a leading lady, but also just her comedy is so great that I'm really excited for her to kind of blow up the way that Amy Schumer did, or some other of the
I feel
comedians.
like she's already.
Well, she's huge,
Kinda done.
but not like that level yet. I don't think she's Amy Schumer level yet.
No.
I don't think mainstream people.
She got a
who-
sitcom, but I think when you break into movies, it's sort of like a new
Yeah.
stratosphere.
Yeah.
like her when Trainwreck did for.
I guess her specials were just so huge.
They
to
were
me,
massive.
especially like she was one of
Yeah.
the first comedians who did a special the entire time she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
Baby Cobra. Black
Yeah,
Cobra.
Yeah.
both of them. She was pregnant, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one I'm thinking though, and like that was like really huge.
It
Right.
was. I remember
yeah,
that.
she was like so many people's like
Halloween
Halloween
costume.
costumes. And that was so funny. I don't think I've ever seen anyone be an Amy Schumer costume.
That's true.
Ooh.
Some
From
food
the
for thought.
leather
Some food
stand-up
for thought.
special? No?
Yeah.
Nobody?
The
Doesn't she have a
special.
leather stand-up special?
The leather special.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
leather.
I think doing a Netflix movie more like everyday people who don't know a lot about comedy. Maybe in our world, people know who Ali Wong is. When I talk to people who don't know anything about
Yeah,
comedy,
you're
I have
right.
no idea who she is. But I think with doing a Netflix movie to this literally to 100+ million
Yeah.
people who are able to watch it, it's such a big deal for her and her co-star, and I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And like you said, the representation part is so important. I think Netflix has been one of the most conscious of having inclusive stories. And by having her and Randall Park as the leads, again, this isn't like, Crazy Rich Asians wasn't just a one-off. We're getting to see more of these narratives being told, which is kind of like the victory, right? It's not just one story. We're going to get a lot. So I love having these two in the lead, and they're so hilarious, and the chemistry. I've only seen the trailer, but the chemistry is amazing. I don't want to praise it too much. I haven't
But
seen
they
it,
co-wrote it as well, right? The Ali, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I believe they did.
No, they did. They
I
did,
believe
yeah.
they did. So like that friendship and partnership kind of coming in front and behind the camera is always fun to watch and kind of palpable when you do see something like this.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of chemistry and relationship there.
So I haven't seen it, but there's a love scene, like a virginity scene. Do you guys remember that and how awkward
yeah.
it is? And Randall
Yeah.
Park said that was actually kind of loosely based off of his own experience.
That's
was
really
it that
funny.
awkward in the movie?
I mean, I actually thought that it was realistically awkward. Like they don't like go too hard and they're not very hammy. So it's not like cheesy, like, oh my God, you just punched me in the balls while we're trying to get to the back of the car. Like it's kind of just like a sweet, realistic moment, I would say, which I really appreciate that. I hate when like movies are like, this is what awkwardness is like, and you're like, no, you're kind of like making it seem even more annoying.
Right. Yeah.
Because the genuine story of losing your virginity is always awkward and not in
Yeah.
an authentic way. I'm sure we can all attest to that in our own way. But
No, I don't
Mine
really
was
think
great.
the three of us had any awkward sex.
Yeah,
Really?
mine was
Just
really great.
you.
just me, man.
Yeah.
Mine was awkward. Story for another time. But yeah, I appreciate the genuineness of it.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, it's the end of an era. After 18 years, Apple has announced that it is killing iTunes. The media management software will now be replaced by a trio of apps for music, TV, and podcasts. This really is an end of such, for us, for growing up. I remember when iTunes came about and like when you could burn your CDs onto it, when you could burn your own CDs and make like playlists, and like I would always love hearing like this is a CD I made or whatever, and it was just like 18 Madonna songs or whatever, but I didn't tell anyone that. So this is actually a big deal that, you know, Apple's really moving away from this and becoming, you know, their next version of themselves, which is some sort of Netflix hybrid kind of just content creator.
Right.
I mean, this makes sense because I haven't used
was
iTunes in a
gonna
really
say.
long time.
Yeah.
I used to. The only time I ever use iTunes now is if maybe I want to like rent a movie to download on my phone or something. But like, no, it's all Spotify now. And since Netflix allows you to download, that's all I do. So yeah, have fun killing iTunes. It's already dead to me.
I haven't had iTunes since I had an iPod. Honestly, it's been that long.
See, I would still use my iTunes on my laptop sometimes because I did like being able to organize everything because before, like, you'd be able to take things that you've purchased, but also, like, I have tons of CDs from, like, you know, random, like, local bands that you can't find online and you can't stream them anywhere. So I would like to, like, you know, like, mash that up. But I remember in, like, 2016, iTunes made an update where it would take all your music and it kind of, like, hid it from you, and you'd have to, like, re-download it for free, but it would have to be something that was already in their library. So basically, I ended up, like, being scared that I was like, I felt like I lost music that I didn't have access to anymore that was on my computer that they somehow took it away from me. So then after that, I was like, fuck them.
Yeah, that was always a problem with when you got a new computer, that you would not be able to transfer all that music you downloaded. So like that's why the streaming is so much better.
Yeah, it would always ask you a question like, do you want to keep what you have and lose or lose everything? And I was like, what is this?
And you have to have that right like iTunes account to register authorized under that music, and you couldn't play that music if it wasn't that old account. Like there's some music I lost because it was under my family's account from 10 years ago, whatever. But iTunes, so I remember when they put music videos on there.
Yeah.
And I remember like when Beyonce dropped her album, Beyonce on there. That was a huge deal. When U2 shoved their album down our throats.
That album, and I couldn't figure out how to get it. The U2 album, they just automatically uploaded. No, the U2.
U2. Well,
Oh,
Bono,
U2.
with
I
Bono,
thought
that guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
I thought you were
like-
saying YouTube.
No, U2, the band.
Oh, okay.
They forcefully put it on everybody's
remember,
iTunes
yeah.
account, and then you couldn't figure out how to get it off.
I mean,
I was
my
like,
God.
Yeah,
losing
and
YouTube.
my phone's always like full at capacity. Like I'm always
Right.
getting the alert that like you need to delete some pics and videos, lady. And I don't know how they crammed that album on there, but it like basically like broke my phone, and my phone was like, this is it, and I was like, YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, Bono should have been
So bad.
reported for that. I mean, that was like an act of terrorism in a way. Because you woke up and this, all of a sudden I was like, what are all these songs being downloaded? Why you
Yeah,
two?
that
I was like,
really
it was
violated.
crazy.
It was also a really bad album.
It was
It was also a bad
really
album.
bad. Like if it
Yeah.
was like bangers, I would have been like, thank you, free album, amazing. But it's literally like assault.
I
Right.
think that's why he's an international philanthropist now, because he has to make good for what he did to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Do you remember how they would have a free song of the day?
Oh,
Yes.
that was kind of
Oh
nice.
yeah, you would go to Starbucks and they'd give you the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, simpler
Wow.
times.
That
guys.
was weird. Or you could listen to a song on your iTunes and you could like select that button that would like put a light show on that
Yeah.
looked like the song. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
I never did
Yeah.
that.
But so now,
love
with,
that.
so now
And
Apple,
yeah,
so
in
Apple
college
Music
growing
has like 50 million subscribers, and Spotify, of course, is like 100 million. Now Spotify is doing this like DJ together thing,
Which sounds amazing.
Which sounds basically like you can just connect with your friends and basically control a playlist with them.
Yeah,
right?
so what's really cool is all your friends can connect to the same playlist. So if we're at a party, instead of having just one phone that's the DJ, all of us can just switch the phone whenever you want, which is not good if you have asshole friends. But if
was
you
just
want to
gonna
have like
say.
a collaborative experience, you can do that. And then also virtually. So if Allie's at home, we can like sync up our playlist and be listening to songs at the same time.
That's cool.
Which
Then
is
what
so
if someone's like
fun.
skip, back skip, and just like
Oh,
put on
yeah.
some like
But
Gregorian
if it's
monk
your best
chants.
friend, like me and my best friend from college used to like put on the same songs and dance in our room together. So I like love the idea of being able to like sync our playlist. And
Yeah,
dance.
that's
Like, it's
cute.
so
That's
cute.
fun.
Yeah.
I
So-
love that.
So now you don't have to like leave your room.
Right,
Or go to
or
your
my
friend's
house.
house. You
Yeah.
just dance together, but not together, because we don't need to be together.
We don't need to be in the same room
Yeah,
or the same
I
state.
You don't.
At all. I also really love Spotify for doing the Hulu package deal because I was paying separately for that,
Yeah.
and now I only pay like $5.99 or like $9.99. I'm like, this is great. Now I
should
get
look into
Hulu
that.
for free.
I should do that.
They keep
Yeah.
like reminding me to do that, but I keep forgetting.
I know they were like, we're only gonna allow this for a limited number of people, and they're still harassing people. And I'm like, hey, wake up! You're gonna save $5.
Yeah, that's
Like,
great.
That's $60 a year.
Yeah, because I seriously need to save up. I'm getting ready
Yeah.
for Disney Plus. I need my $8 for that.
Disney-
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Apple
looking
TV
forward.
Plus,
Yeah.
that whole thing they're doing. There's gonna be a lot of subscription services coming
we
out.
don't
What
know
are you
when.
gonna do?
that's
Are you gonna do Disney and Apple?
Yes, because Apple has
Yeah.
that Reese Witherspoon show. They have a ton of stuff with Imagine. They have like all that. You can't, like, for me, you
So
cannot.
what are we gonna cancel?
I
Nothing.
think you
We're not
just
gonna
can't- you
cancel anything. That's
cable.
the future.
You cancel cable.
Yeah.
Can I
No,
just use your
cancel
login?
people.
Yes, I mean, I
just
can
use your
share, as long as you make your own profile. I don't like anyone messing with
Great.
my algorithms. That's
Great.
like,
Oh
I
my
can let
God.
anyone use my Hulu or whatever. If you have your own separate
Your own profile.
profile,
My mom
that is
uses
fine.
my Netflix profile, and
Ugh.
it is
Oh man.
whoa. They're like, do you want to watch the last Indian film that you can watch it? She's like, watched every film ever. And I'm
Right.
like, I can't watch anything.
I can't do that. Yeah, really, I had people on my Hulu and I was getting all this like Bachelor and like
Yeah.
these random comedies I never heard of. I'm like, I kicked everyone off. I was like, you misused my Hulu.
Yeah, it's a very personal
Yeah.
experience.
very personal.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
I'm on the other side of that. I've been using someone named Debbie's Hulu for like 6 years. I don't know who it is. Deborah and Sarah. I'm just on Sarah's page.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. I use my cousin's friend's ex-boyfriend's HBO Go account, and she was just in town and we were talking about it. And we're like, the password's still Pineapple 10, yeah? She goes, everybody. She goes, I know at least 15 people who use Pineapple 10. So now I want to like write like a web series called Pineapple 10.
That's
about
actually
all the
pretty-
people using the one HBO
That's
Go
cute.
account.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that's why HBO is struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple 10.
Because Pineapple 10.
5,000 people using that one
I
account.
know.
I'm sorry, HBO. For the record, I pay for my own account.
Yeah.
In other
don't.
news, 8 middle schoolers recently made history after being crowned co-champions of the 2019 Scripps National Spelling Bee. The Octo Champs are the first group to share the coveted title in the 92 years of the competition.
Octo
Wow.
Champ.
Octo Champs, you know what we're talking about. We're crazy.
I'm not mad about this. Like
I
these
am.
kids have worked
Are
so
you?
hard. They won.
There's got to be a winner.
No.
There's got to be a winner.
Oh
What's
my
the point?
God.
They couldn't
These-
stump them.
These kids have trained for years, studied, had tutors. I want a winner.
They
and
look
all
happy,
They
though.
all got the $50,000
They all got the money.
prize.
Yeah.
I mean, they all.
But none of them got the honor, you know?
But they
But
all have the
share.
honor.
And look, and they
Like,
all could be friends forever. I'm sure a lot of them
Yeah.
don't have a lot of friends. I'm just stereotyping there. I don't know. I'm just saying. But now they're all
Also-
friends. All
now they're all in the news.
Yes.
If one stupid little kid won this spelling bee, nobody would fucking care. Now we're like, look at the Octo kids
No.
who can spell.
like the freaking Octomom was in the news for a year.
Yeah.
I want a true story like the kid a couple years ago who passed out in an earlier round, came to, spelled the word right and won. Sorry, I
Right.
can't talk. I can't spell or talk.
I thought you said he spelled the word white, and I was
Yeah.
like, well,
Spelled-
that's a horrible story.
That's my speech impediment
It's
coming
obviously
out.
W-Y-T-E. Like, dumbass kid.
My point is, he was such a genius that he came
I mean-
to and still won.
No,
And
he was
I
just
want a
dehydrated,
I want a
Brittany.
Victorious story like that. I want one.
Okay, you know what? Then watch
No.
Akil and the Bee. Akil and the Bee is a
Great
fantastic movie.
Great movie.
I love Kiki Palmer. Remember when she goes, dis. We only use words in the dictionary. Dis. D-I-S-S. It is in the dictionary. I remember that
How
one
do
part.
you run out of words?
Right?
They run out of words to stump them, apparently.
Yeah.
But can't they keep giving them words? We're not out of words. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I guess like the level of word, there's only so many. And so what I've read,
don't
like
get what that
in
means.
past years, like in earlier rounds, they'll do some of those like hard words and just like get kids out sooner, I guess. But as you get further towards the end, like if you've used those hard words, there's none left.
But honestly, if you really wanted to wear these kids down to one winner, you could just be like, spell the word white, and they'd be like, I'm so tired,
Right.
I'm so hungry. The last time I ate was like 48 hours
Yeah.
ago, and they'd spell it wrong. Like,
Yeah.
if you really wanted to, one winner it, like they could have made it work because after being in these spelling bees for so long, you literally lose like
Oh, yeah.
concept of time and location. And you're like, who am I? What are words? Language doesn't really matter anymore. All I know about is like molecules.
Right. But what's interesting though, they did have a tiebreaker thing for 2 years, but it was for 2017, 2018, you had to write a written test or something
Yeah.
to break a tie, which is boring to watch.
And
I
the
get
kids
why
had
they
to
got rid
define
of
it.
it.
Right.
And they had to define the word
And define
know
the
what
words.
it means.
I mean, that is putting the kids through so much. I get the whole millennial Gen Z participation thing, you know? I hate that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I was part of a soccer team, you get a trophy for playing, but these kids all worked very hard.
They did.
Well, let's give it a go ourselves.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
we're gonna play a little game here. We have some of the actual words that these kids had to spell in the final round, and we're gonna see if we are able to spell it. So now it's time for the Build Brunch spelling bee. Allie,
Yes.
your word is bougainvillea.
What? What is it?
Your word is bougainvillea.
Okay, can I have a definition, please?
Any of a genus of 4 o'clock family of ornamental tropical American woody vines and shrubs with brilliant purple or red floral bracts. It's a flower.
Okay.
Bougainvillea.
B O U G A N V-I-L-L-A. Bougainvillea.
Oh, so close.
Look.
L-L-E-A. You were so close, though.
Oh.
No trophy for you.
Oh, I tried.
All right, Lucas. The word I'm gonna ask you to spell is pandalock. It's a noun, and it means a usually pear-shaped glass pendant used for ornamenting a lamp or chandelier.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah. Damn.
Don't
Look
look
at
it.
that
Don't look it.
pandalock. That pandalock is wild.
Pandalock. Pandalock.
Pandalock.
Pandalock.
Pandalock. You know what? They shouldn't have given me the bilingual girl this word. I'm sorry. I'm like, you know, the pandalock.
Pandalock.
You have 20 seconds.
Spell the fucking word.
P-A-N.
It's already.
Oh, the
Hey.
P-A-N. Yeah.
You know what matters is what's on the inside.
P-E-N. Pendle. I thought I said pan. Whatever.
That's what it says here.
Lucas is like Pam Whitson.
Pam. Pam.
Whitney.
Yeah.
Rose.
Pam. Where's Pam?
You drink all your drink. That's why
Brittany,
you
are
couldn't
you
spell.
ready? Your word is odyllic.
Huh? Odyllic.
Damn, sounds like a dick.
Sorry, can't work. Odyllic.
I think she looked.
She did that.
O-D-Y-L-L-I-C. What is it?
Close. You just did a double L. It's just one.
We're idiots.
All right.
That's okay. You-
Shannon,
I can't wait.
your
for
word
this.
is aigulette.
I got this. Okay.
Anyway, a shoulder cord worn by designated military aides.
Hey, why don't you use it in a sentence, you little slut?
Wow, his aigulette is fierce.
Okay, I got this. It's aigulette. A-U-G-H-E-L-L-Y. Excuse me, bitch, I did not finish. Oh my God, fuck you. Is that Joe?
Oh my God!
Joe is a fucking terrorist. Fuck this. Language is made up, bitch. I'm a communications major. How do you dare do this to me? Keanu Reeves and totally eat me out.
Champion!
See, this is why those kids deserve to win.
Yeah, honestly,
They need more fire in their belly like
Yeah.
you.
let them go. Honestly, I'm so happy for these Octo kids.
Yeah, the
So proud of
kids.
them.
Well, guys, now it's time for today's guest. Tamika Tiny Harris rose to fame as a member of R&B group Escape, which she received 2 Soul Train Music Awards. She's also a Grammy winner for her writing contribution on the TLC hit No Scrubs. Today, she joins us to talk about her new single, EP, and upcoming projects. Everyone put your hands together for Tiny Harris.
Thank you for coming on. Nice to meet you.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, welcome.
Yes, how you doing?
Welcome,
Good.
welcome.
How you doing?
Okay, can you spell the word? No. We won't put you on the spot like that.
I seen you guys. That was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Not
Pitiful
easy.
is what it was.
Here's some rosé for you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yes. What is this frozen?
That one's the frozen one. I use this straw, but you can switch it with that straw. I promise.
it.
I'm not
It's really
sick.
good. It's like a frosé. She just made
Blended
it.
tequila.
Blended.
So good.
It's good. It's a great
I'll
way to
get you
kick
a
off the
turn.
summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
actually
summer
just a
drink.
little cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to the table.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you guys.
I drank all mine.
All right, so you have this new single, I Fucking Love You, and I fucking love that title. But tell us the inspiration behind the song.
I felt like I wanted to write about my relationship because that's what I know about, and feel like music should be something that you really, that you really know about. You want to sing about things that people can relate, and I feel like relationships, is always relatable.
Yeah.
And mine's is up and downs, I love you today, I hate you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
And you mentioned T.I. Do you guys ever have like limits on what you can put in a song? Or is it kind of like art is your love?
Yeah, I think it should be some limits, some boundaries. Just, not too much. I mean, because he says every and anything.
Right.
So
Right.
I feel like I can kind of stretch it, but, I don't want to be too crazy.
Yeah. And we know and love you from Escape, but this is you. This is your solo project. So why was this the time for you to do that?
I mean, I felt like if people were asking me, they've been asking me since I put out I had a solo song I put out, I think it was in 2014. And so ever since I did that song, people were asking me to do more music, but I really wasn't trying to do solo music. And then after the tour, I kind of got like a little bug, And I just, felt like maybe I have a story to tell, so maybe I should tell it through my music. Because a lot of people feel like they know my story, and they feel like they get it from the blogs, and they get it from all these different places that don't really give it to you the right way. So I felt like, let me just tell it myself.
Definitely.
Yeah, so your new EP, Where I'm At, comes out soon. What can fans expect from it?
A lot of realness, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of love and relationships. And I feel like I have other songs that's not, like I'm telling a lot of Tiny's story, but I feel like, I have this alter ego, which is Ryder, and I feel like I got some other songs that maybe are not a Tiny's, they're great songs, but they're maybe not my story. So
Right.
I think I may do like a side of Tiny and a side of Ryder. Yeah, because I can't I wanted to do 7 songs, but I'm finding so many more songs that I love that I did. So
And when does it come out? When we can listen?
it will be July. So I'm going to do
great.
it around my birthday, which is the 14th. So it'll probably be July the 12th.
Great.
exciting.
And Brittany mentioned, of course, Escape, and you guys went on this very, very successful union tour. And if you watch through House of Atlanta, of course, your bandmate is Candy Burst, who we all love.
Yes.
And we got to see you guys kill it
Yes.
on the show and win awards, and it's been so fun to watch. What was it like going on tour and seeing just the insane enthusiasm from your fans?
Well, first of all, it was our first worldwide tour that we've headlined ourselves, and it was arenas, and we sold out every city. So to come back 25 years later, we really didn't expect. We thought that we could go and sell a arena, or maybe sell out some shows, but not sell out every night. It was amazing. It was, something that I felt like was short-lived because we could have did more cities.
Yeah.
But of course, we had other obligations. I know Candy she was doing Broadway and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll come back maybe later and finish up more cities.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, also just to see that there's such loyalty from the music you guys created. People still love it after all this time. It's a testament to what you guys created back in the day.
That was that was very amazing for us to see the age range because every night we did a meet and greets. We had over 100 people. We stopped it at 100.
Right.
So every night we had 100 people, and the ages were 7 to 70.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So it was just crazy. to
Timeless.
see.
Yeah.
Wow. And you guys are going to have your own biopic. So is there anything you can tease about that? Are you going to have original music for the film?
We are planning on doing some original music. We haven't started yet. Everything's behind. But the movie should be very interesting because we have a lot of stories, a lot of craziness going on in my group. 4 girls
Yeah.
together on the road, all bosses. It's hell.
I was gonna say, are we gonna get to see, because there's some infighting and some of that drama we've seen, are we gonna get those real stories?
You're definitely going to get the real stories. I mean, with this movie, we wanted to make sure that it was told correctly.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure you guys got it from us. And we didn't want it to be watered down, because there was a movie that they were trying to do without our permission, and they were just going to do it off of everything that you've heard and and what people say. So we chimed in, we got together, and that's what brought us back together. And now we're doing the movie so you guys will get the full, real deal story.
I love that. And right now on VH1, every Monday night, we can watch T.I. and Tiny, Family and Friends Hustle.
Yes.
So what's in store for the rest of the season?
The rest of the season, I mean, it's more of King and his dramatics. All the kids are doing their thing, and Monica has her own, everybody has their own little storyline. So, Monica's going through all her things. She's still building and going her record. She has good things and all the other things she has going on. And and for me, you'll see my first show. The finale would be my first solo show, so you'll get to see that with LaToya Luckett, and I also brought in Tamika Scott.
Wow.
Escape, so she'll be performing as well. It's a really good show. I'm excited for the finale.
That's awesome. And you also recently got into the juice business.
Yes.
You have a juice bar, Got the Juice,
Yes.
in Atlanta. So how did that happen?
Well, from traveling in LA a lot, I just noticed that they had so much, so many different places that you can stop and get some fresh juices.
One in every corner.
Healthy. Everything's like really healthy. They have a lot of healthiness going on in California. So I felt like we don't have a lot of that in Atlanta. And maybe I should bring that, because I stopped eating meat and which I'm back to eating meat. But
Welcome
I had
back.
stopped
She
for
tried it, didn't like it.
I stopped for about almost 2 years.
Okay.
And
that's good.
and I still, even though when I say I'll dibble and dabble, eat a little meat, I still try not to order it just on a regular, like, oh, let me go and have this chicken. I'll still go in a place. If I like some salmon in there, I'll order some kind of fish.
Right.
But so I'm just trying to eat more healthy and just be a little more, aware. So the juices came, and I just started, everything's fresh, organic, and it's a really, it's a really cool environment.
And you also have your own perfume line, Major Girl.
Major Girl,
What was
yes.
the inspiration behind that?
I am a perfume junkie. I love perfume. And so
And you smell good right now. Are you
Thank
rocking
you.
Major Girl?
No, I wish I would.
You could have liked it.
Right.
We wouldn't have known.
My book bag, someone broke into my car and they stole my book bag, and it had my last bottle that I have. But
No.
I just ordered new bottles because I had sold out. But I ordered new bottles, so I'm waiting on that. I wish I would have had it, because I would have brought you guys
Yeah.
some.
Oh, you're so
But
sweet.
We'll go buy bottles.
But what I did was I took 2 of my favorite scents and I kind of meshed them together, and it smells really good.
That's awesome. And your daughter, she also launched a nail line at
Yes.
2 years old.
Yes.
Called Royal Girl.
She's so
How do
cute.
you launch a nail line at 2?
Well, she was in love with nail polish, and every time I turned around, she would come home from my mom's with nail polish on.
so
And
cute.
so she would be like, "Are you gonna paint my nails?" I'm like, "You love nail polish." And so I did a video on her, and everybody was talking about her nails being painted. So I was like, maybe I should get her into nail polish, And we found Piggy Paint, which we went into business with, because they have, it's good for kids. It's not have all the bad stuff in there, all the toxics and stuff. So we went into business together, and it's called the Royal Collection by Eris Harris.
Well, that's awesome. Good
That
for
is
you
so
guys.
cute.
That's really
Thank you.
cool.
And she's so cute.
Thank
I love
you.
when you share photos
She
and
is
videos.
a mess.
Well, Tiny, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having
I Fucking Love You is now available on all streaming platforms, and look out for Tiny's upcoming EP, Where I'm At. That's all from us. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same table.